In this video, we're going to talk about erectile dysfunction caused by diabetes and how to overcome it with 3 simple steps. At Breaking Diabetes, we want to help you understand how diabetes affects your sexual health and what can be done to overcome erectile dysfunction. If you're living with type 2 diabetes and facing sexual difficulties, this video is for you. Erectile dysfunction is a common issue for men with diabetes, and the reason lies in how diabetes impacts the nerves and blood circulation. It's estimated that 9 out of 10 cases of diabetes could be prevented with just 3 simple habits. Moreover, diabetes can cause testosterone deficiency, which lowers libido and negatively impacts erectile function. Obesity is also strongly associated with erectile dysfunction because it contributes to atherosclerosis and hypertension, conditions that obstruct the small arteries responsible for delivering blood to the penis. You already know that diabetes can affect your sex life more deeply than you might think. And did you know that many erectile dysfunction-related problems can be prevented with simple actions? In today's video, I'm going to show you how to control diabetes and improve your health. Before we dive into these powerful tips, don't forget to subscribe to the channel and leave a like. That's what keeps me excited to bring you more quality content. 1. Erectile dysfunction and diabetes. Erectile dysfunction and diabetes go hand in hand in a way that many men don't notice until it's too late. Diabetes, especially type 2, is a silent condition that slowly devastates your body, but in a relentless way. When it comes to erectile dysfunction, we're only scratching the surface of a much larger issue. This symptom is often the first sign that something serious is happening within the body, a warning, a red flag waving for you to pay attention. The core issue here lies in blood circulation. Diabetes directly affects the small arteries, which are essential for proper blood flow, including the ones that supply blood to the penis. Fat cells accumulate, arteries narrow, and pressure on the circulatory system rises, causing what is known as atherosclerosis. This condition prevents blood from flowing as it should, resulting in weaker or even impossible erections. And if you think this issue is only physical, that's where diabetes brings in another challenge: mental health. When the body doesn't respond as it should, the psychological impact is profound. Frustration, stress, and anxiety can become so intense that you begin to avoid sex altogether, creating a vicious cycle. The lack of erection affects your confidence, emotional well-being, and even your relationship with your partner. To make matters worse, high blood sugar levels can damage nerves essential for pleasure and sensitivity. Diabetes can also trigger testosterone deficiency, a crucial hormone for sexual desire. When this happens, libido decreases, making intimacy even harder to maintain. And contrary to what many believe, erectile dysfunction linked to diabetes isn't just a desire issue, but a reflection of how the disease affects the whole body. This is the first sign that diabetes is hitting your arteries, nerves, and even your hormones. But if you're already dealing with this condition, don't despair. There is a way to reverse the damage, but the first step is understanding that diabetes can't be treated in isolation. It's directly related to blood pressure, cholesterol, and lifestyle. And while you might want a quick fix for restoring erectile function, the secret is to look at the bigger picture. Control your glucose, care for your heart, regulate your cholesterol, and of course, consult a specialist. Only then will you begin to change this reality. But the question is, are you ready to take on the challenge? And what can you do to start restoring your sexual health while dealing with erectile dysfunction? Let's keep exploring the options and alternatives that could really make a difference in breaking this cycle. To obesity, diabetes, and erectile dysfunction. Obesity is one of the silent villains of the 21st century, especially for men. While many associate the impacts of obesity with weight gain and aesthetics, few realize it goes much deeper. It profoundly affects the body's internal functioning, especially when combined with diabetes, creating a perfect storm for erectile dysfunction to take root. The connection between obesity, diabetes, and erectile dysfunction is a relentless game of cause and effect. When excess weight sets in, the body begins to overload dangerously. Extra body fat doesn't just make the heart work harder. It also affects blood vessels, causing them to become narrower and stiffer, compromising blood flow to critical areas. This isn't just a matter of aesthetics or mobility, it's a matter of vitality. And for men, it directly impacts their ability to achieve satisfying erections. Now, if you think obesity is an enemy that attacks in isolation, think again. It's like a gateway to diabetes, and diabetes, in turn, is like a storm that ravages the entire circulatory and nerve system of the body. Extra fat creates insulin resistance, leading to elevated blood glucose levels, a condition we already know is a primary cause of nerve and blood vessel damage. When the nerves controlling erections start to get damaged, the body's response to sexual stimuli becomes weaker and weaker. And, of course, the psychological stress that comes along with this is shame, fear of rejection, frustration, doesn't help. This creates a vicious cycle. The man becomes more anxious, erectile function worsens, and stress and anxiety feed even more into obesity and diabetes. Obesity also directly affects the hormonal system, altering testosterone levels, which is already a threat to sexual health on its own. With less testosterone circulating, libido decreases, and achieving an erection becomes even harder. As if that weren't enough, obesity has the power to affect sleep patterns, leading to disorders like sleep apnea, a factor that worsens erectile dysfunction. When you don't sleep well, the body's recovery doesn't happen as it should, resulting in a continuous decline in physical and sexual health. It's hard to break free from this cycle, but the good news is that there is a way to disrupt it. However, before we move on to the potential solutions, it's crucial to understand what's at stake and why your sexual health is so closely linked to weight and diabetes management. What follows is a journey that could completely change the way you approach your health and vitality. And don't forget to leave a like and subscribe to my channel. This way, I'll know if you're enjoying the content or not. Let's keep going. Three simple steps to combat erectile dysfunction associated with diabetes. The journey toward a solution for erectile dysfunction associated with diabetes doesn't have to be a lonely or hopeless one. Although the connection between obesity, diabetes, and sexual health is complex, the good news is that there are simple yet powerful steps you can start taking right now to turn the tide. And the best part, these steps don't require complicated interventions or expensive treatments. With discipline and commitment, you can restore your confidence, your health, and, of course, your sex life. Step 1. Control weight and diet. The first step is one of those no-brainer things. Control your weight. Obesity isn't just an aesthetic issue. It's a critical health issue. Extra body fat directly affects the cardiovascular system and hormone levels, as well as causing insulin resistance, which feeds diabetes. This, in turn, damages the nerves and blood vessels required for a firm, lasting erection. Start with a healthy, balanced diet, eliminating refined and processed foods, and replacing them with healthy fats, fresh vegetables, fibers, and fruits. Losing weight in a healthy and sustainable way significantly improves blood flow, hormonal function, and can reduce your reliance on medication to control diabetes. Step 2. Increase physical activity. Physical exercise is the second essential step. With a regular exercise routine, you not only better control diabetes and obesity, but also improve blood circulation and boost testosterone levels, a key hormone for male sexual function. By combining cardiovascular exercises with strength training, you improve your body's ability to process and utilize glucose while strengthening muscles and improving cardiovascular health. Regular exercise helps eliminate visceral fat, improves blood flow, and most importantly, combats erectile dysfunction by promoting better oxygenation to sexual organs. If you're not fond of the gym, I personally recommend Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu. But if that's too much, you can start with walking. In any case, physical activity is very important for tackling erectile dysfunction caused by diabetes. Step 3. Quit smoking and take care of sleep. The third step involves eliminating factors that further aggravate your sexual health, such as smoking and lack of sleep. Smoking, as you probably know, is one of the leading causes of erectile dysfunction due to its negative impact on blood circulation. Furthermore, smoking is directly linked to an increased risk of diabetes. And sleep? Proper sleep is essential for body recovery and maintaining balanced hormone levels. Sleep apnea, very common in people who are overweight, further worsens erectile dysfunction, making quality rest crucial. When you quit smoking and prioritize your sleep, you're giving your body a chance to heal and regenerate, including restoring your sexual health. These three simple steps, controlling weight, increasing physical activity, and eliminating harmful habits like smoking, are key to combating erectile dysfunction associated with diabetes. But more than just simple changes, these actions represent a true commitment to your health, well-being, and of course, your sexual happiness. And remember, this video might be the key to the transformation you or someone you know needs. If you think this information could help, don't hesitate. Subscribe to the channel, leave a like, and share with someone facing erectile dysfunction challenges. Don't let diabetes and obesity dominate your sex life. There are solutions, there is hope, and you can have a fulfilling and satisfying life. The future starts with the first step. Big hug, and I'll see you in the next video.